Hey. Truth and Transparency Live, Tuesday afternoon, 3:30. Favorite chatters in there. Give you guys a second to get in chat, love. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, all. Again, I'm going to give everybody a chance for their alerts to kick in. I'll be right back. I got my hair and nails did, and a tweaker tried to kidnap you. Only you, Mod Squad, only you. Again, hopefully everybody's doing well on this beautiful, gloomy Tuesday. My UK peeps should love this time that I'm doing this at. See, there she is. Hey, American Bird. Yeah, this is for all my UK peeps. Again, just giving everybody a chance to get in chat, love. Be kind in chat, love. Best mods in the biz. All right. Ooh. Miss your face. Yes, miss my face too. Got some nice updates for you guys, so we're gonna talk about that. I'll answer some questions if they pertain to anything to do with Sunset Secrets. Anything that has nothing to do with that, I have no interest in talking about it. So check it. Best land in the biz, pretty much right there. Kara was in my Facebook group for the Chris Watts stuff, so it's good to see you around, Kara. Hope you're doing well, and the babies are too. Let's see. Who punched their ticket this morning? I don't know what that means. Am I supposed to know? Oh, this is my shirt from Sheldon's sentencing day, by the way. Let me see. There you go. Versus racism. Oh, who punched their ticket this morning? Oh, Broadview Heights won. Got it. I thought you meant something else. So, yes, Broadview Heights beats Seven Hills by like 30. It was a blow. It's a blowout. They're the best, though. Thanks for asking. Good question. Yes, thank you, Kara. I'm doing fabulous. Actually, very, very happy, and definitely moving things in the right direction with helping people. What a day. So, okay. First of all, I do want to make a quick announcement. I want to say thank you for those that have been defending me in chats, and I did what I did to shift the bullying and the harassment with Skazam. I did that to shift other people out there are getting daily harassed, and I kind of wanted to shift that off of them, and I think I accomplished that. So as much as I appreciate you guys sticking up for me or my organization. I don't want you guys to put yourselves in harm's way. So I know it's hard to refrain from sticking up for the truth, but I promise when I say I got it. So I just don't want the retaliation and the drama, to harm you or your family. So, but anyways, we need to stay focused on the real reason, which is Sunset Secrets. And that's why you guys are all here. So, like I said, I have some updates for you. And number one is, I know I put a community post out there, but Frank Achopa's brother, JoJo, had passed at the end of July. And, in the in the obituary, they said that it was due to natural causes. Everybody knows that JoJo has struggled with drug use throughout his life. And I did not know JoJo, never met JoJo, but every single person that I had come in contact with had much love for him. So I think that a lot of parents in Aliquippa are burying their children, and it's really sad. So prayers, thoughts, and everything goes out to the Kachopa family. And you don't want to ever, see somebody that was barely just, a couple years after 40 pass. But yeah, everybody that I've come in contact with while being Aliquippa have spoke highly for the love that JoJo had for his friends and family. And it's just sad. So number two on the talking pieces is Frank and Megan. Frank filed a PFA, which is a protection from abuse order. Someone that's a victim of domestic violence from an intimate partner, a household member, or a family member, you can file these. Physical injury or threat of physical injury, you can also file it for as a parent on a child against another parent. So, but yes, right after the death of JoJo, this PFA was put out, and Frankie filed it. And you guys can look up what a PFA is, and but I would like to say a couple things about that. I'd be speculating on anything as far as what's going on, and so I won't speculate. But what I can tell you guys is that, just so we're clear, is Megan, and Frankie have 2 children together. She got pregnant 1 month after Rachel Daltondo's murder. And Megan and Frankie were living together. And so Megan is kind of, in a sense, his alibi, as well as some maybe possible digital footprints of a key fob. But the last time that, Megan's a nurse, Megan has no criminal history. Megan doesn't have run-ins with the law. And that was the same for Rachel Daltondo. She was a teacher, obviously, no criminal background, nothing on her, nothing, would discredit her if she was to speak in any type of manner, kind of same like Megan. And then all of a sudden there's this PFA. Like I said, I have no idea what's going on, but Frankie's women, this is not speculation, this is fact. Frankie's past two women now have had muddied waters in a sense of, there's nothing out there on them. They're upstanding citizens, working and helping. Like I said, as a teacher, you're helping children. As a nurse, you're doing the same thing, whether it's children or depending on what unit you're in. But at the end of the day, the two most recent women in Frankie's life have now had their reputations muddied in a sense. So Mod Squad says, I'm sorry, can you clarify? Frankie filed a P. It's a P, not an F. A PFA. It's a protection from abuse. Protection from abuse. That is when someone that's a victim of domestic violence from an intimate partner, a household member, or a family member, physical injury threatens them physical injury, or they actually are physically injured. And so Frankie is with the children at the house and Megan is not there. Oh, that was all correct. Sorry, I was like, let me just make sure that's right. But yeah, it's a P. P is in fat with a PH. But yeah, so just something I wanted to talk about, though. This is not speculation. This is fact, which is Rachel Tondo, 6 months prior to her murder, somebody, when they want to say leaked an incident report, that is correct. The media, though, in Pittsburgh and in Beaver County is missing something, though, when they want to talk about this. That incident report does not in any way, shape, or form show any wrongdoing on Sheldon Jeter Jr. or Rachel Tondo. In fact, the scene was cleared. No one was arrested. Nothing happened. That report wasn't written. That happened in 2016. That report was not written until a year and a half later. And then even 6 months after that is when they want to call this leak happened. And all that was leaked was the incident report and all of their personal information. Things that, social security numbers, things that would never come with an incident report. When you do an incident report, you're writing up a report. It's kind of like the Watts case. Those of you guys that have followed me with the Watts case, you're typing up, it's like a supplement report. So again, yes, Frankie filed a protective, the PFA. So, because different states call different things. So in Pennsylvania, it's a protection from abuse. It's a PFA, yes. And Frankie filed it on Megan, but there's other things that can come into play. So for example, you can file it on behalf of your children. If, let's say that Frankie has cameras in his house and he witnessed Megan doing something to the children, he in a sense is filing that same PFA for his children. So it's not just it could be something that Frankie's afraid of Megan. No, it could be as a parent, you're filing it for your children. So does that hopefully clear some stuff up? But what I want to make sure that we're clear though on is that do I see like a repeat of possibly history? Yeah, I mean, nobody knows what's going on, but I can definitely tell you that Frankie was part of what everybody wants you to believe was that leak to tarnish Rachel Otondo's image and credibility for anything that she could possibly be, talking about in the near future. And I think that would hold very well true to this situation where Megan, if she's going to be needing to talk to anybody or about anything relatively soon, that her path may need to be muddied up. And all I'm saying is that there is a history of that in Frank's past with his women. Something comes up where all of a sudden the squeaky clean, great girl all of a sudden is a POS. Yeah, Megan probably weighs like 100 pounds soaking wet. So, again, very important here though is that Megan is part of Frankie's alibi for Rachel Totondo's murder. Again, could be a coincidence. All right, now let's talk about the Beaver Countyan. The Beaver Countyan, first of all, did not produce one single piece of information or write an editorial, nothing. There was nothing written in the month of July. And let's talk about what happened in the month of July. Now, supposedly there's a ton of subscribers. This is where everybody goes to get their information, is the Beaver Countyan. And in the month of July, nothing was written. Zero content. Again, in June, the owner of the Beaver Countyan, he defamed my name in an article that he produced, I believe, June 12th, and attacked the Jeter family when he said that the Jeter family was having non-family members sitting in seats with them, even out of state YouTube conspiracy theorists. That was it. So again, this was what JP had figured was newsworthy and to talk about, was that I was a conspiracy theorist and that who the Jeters had by their side during a tragic family, like nobody should ever be in the situation that the Jeters or the Pews were in. But JP is saying who those families should have next to them and shouldn't. That seems very professional to write about. Now, during July, Jeter had a sentencing. No write-up about it. Also, before the sentencing was the 704B motion, which actually had and credited me with the photos, and they're actually in evidence. So in a post-conviction, my legwork and hard work and factual work about the juror being Rachel Totondo's neighbor, yes, that came from me. And yes, the photo is marked in evidence, but no write-up about that at all during the month of July. JoJo's death, which is newsworthy because John Paul from the Beaver County had made it a point to talk about JoJo's drug charges all the time, but no talk about his death, which could have possibly been from drugs. It was unexpected. I mean, he's 42. And then the fact that John Paul did not want to mention that his name is mentioned in one of the affidavits in the 704B motion. And it will continue to be mentioned in a lot of what's going to be happening here in the post-conviction. So with that said, again, a lot of newsworthy things to write about. I just 1, 2, 3, 4 bullet points there that I think are pretty big. So I got some questions for those of you guys that maybe are members of the Beaver Countyan, or maybe the Beaver County themselves, as well as anybody that gets their information from the Beaver Countyan. My first question is, why has the Beaver Countyan never looked into the Jamie Brown wrongful conviction? Why has the Beaver Countyan never wrote about Jamie Brown's case? Never wrote any articles, never talked to Jamie Brown, never listened to the Beaver Countyan's his own sources, asking him to look into it. So my question is why? Number two, why in the month of July did you not make any follow-up articles to do with the Barbudo case? Vincent Barbudo, you mentioned Rachel Deltondo's 1-year anniversary when her death came. Well, this past July, it was the 1-year anniversary of Vincent Barbudo's murder, and nothing, obviously nothing was written in July, but no follow-up articles. You wrote 100 articles to do with Rachel Deltondo and Sheldon Jeter Jr., but yet just 2 articles on Vincent Barbudo's murder. All right, question 4. Or I'm sorry, question 3. Why have there been no articles on Savante Gilliam case? I mean, we're talking about Purple Heart winner, unsolved murder. Was murdered in 2016. Rumor has it he was possibly going to go talk to the grand jury. So we got 2016 unsolved murder of Savante, 2018 Rachel Deltondo, 2020 Vincent Barbudo, 2016 Savante Gilliam, 2018 Rachel Deltondo, 2020 Vincent Barbudo. Do you think that Sheldon Jeter Jr. is connected to all 3 of those people? No, he's not. Do you know there's some people out there that are? Just curious. Question 4 for the Beaver Countyan and for just the media over there in general. What is all of your relationship with the district attorney like? So we got the Beaver Countyan crazed, obsessed about the focus on the Rachel Deltondo murder in 2018, only telling one side of the story. And there's 3, 2016, 2018, 2023 unsolved murders right now. And being an investigative journalist isn't writing about any of the other ones. But let's take us all the way back to 2001, Jamie Brown and his wrongful conviction, which hopefully it's no big secret to all of you guys that are watching. But if it is, I want to enlighten everybody that season 2 of Sunset Secrets is focusing on obviously Sheldon Jeter's appeal process, but also we're gonna start this back from the beginning, and it will be literally breaking down the 2001 wrongful conviction. He was actually convicted in 2002, but the murder happened in 2001. Jamie Brown was and is still serving his 20 to 40 third-degree murder charge of Officer 9. And I'm breaking down that case, investigating that case. And I've already obviously started working on that. And I can tell you there are very similar things that have happened with Sheldon's case that had happened in 2001. And I look forward to telling you guys all about that in all the episode breakdowns. But yes, I am helping Jamie Brown be able to either garnish his parole. Jamie Brown refuses to admit to something that he did not do, and I respect him for that. Jamie Brown has taken the past 20 years to educate himself while he's in there. He's done a lot of things pro se. He's determined. There's overwhelming evidence that he did not commit this murder. And I think it speaks volumes that at a parole hearing, if you just say you did something and you are very sorry and all these things, that you could walk out the door. Just say that you did it. And he refuses to do that. Do you think that's a guy that's guilty or innocent? I'm going to be able to prove this, that just like Sheldon Jeter Jr., Mr. Brown, and Sheldon were both set up. And season 2 of Sunset Secrets is going to go even further into reenactments of different things, live interviews, a complete breakdown of both discoveries, and it really just focused in on an investigation of what the police did and didn't do, where eyewitnesses lied and didn't lie, and who possibly is out there that may come forward because of what I'm doing. But I'm confident that Beaver County is going to see drastic changes here over the next 5 years. Stuff like this doesn't take, it takes a little bit of time. If you want things to last a long time, you have to do it the right way. And so, but I think it's worth doing it the right way, and it may take 3 to 5 years versus trying to put a Band-Aid over a wound and only for it to never change for the future. As much as Sheldon and Jamie are wrongfully accused of what they are said to have done, it's important that Aliquippa community and people that live there, that their future is brighter and that there's actually hope. Because without hope, you don't have anything. And Aliquippa needs to be, revitalized with hope. You have to be able to grow up thinking that you have a chance. You can't grow up thinking that you have zero chance. And right now, I think that only 1/4 of that community has a chance. And I don't think it has to be like that. For my biggest piece of newsworthy updates, again, you're not going to hear this from Beaver County. You're not going to hear this from the Beaver County, and you're not going to hear this from anybody that wants to not talk about the truth. And the truth is that Sheldon Jeter Jr. has one of the best appellate attorneys in Beaver. Corey Woods He's been retained and has been with Sheldon did meet with him, and he is actively on his appeals process right now for they got an extension on the 30-day, but Sheldon has retained one of the top 3, in my opinion, in what they do. So Sheldon's not rolling with a public defender. Sheldon's rolling with a top 3. And this is what they focus in on. The second newsworthy, the biggest part of the breaking news, as I call it, which again, you won't hear anybody but probably me talk about, is over the weekend I was digging through some stuff and came across a 2012 conviction of a gentleman that was convicted of first-degree murder of his girlfriend that was carrying his baby that she was 8 months pregnant. Okay. In 2016, well, first of all, Judge Kim Tesla was the judge on the case. And in 2016, the defense won their appeals on juror, if you want to say misconduct. One of the juror members was a police officer, and they took it. They're doing everything that basically Sheldon's team is going to do right now with everything that happened with the juror in, his situation. But Kim Tesla was overturned by the Pennsylvania Superior Court. And this is basically the same thing. This is, a juror that shouldn't have been there. And if you're going to take precedent on it, precedent is that PA, the Superior Court, overturned Tesla's ruling, and this gentleman received a new trial. Just like what is going to happen with Sheldon Jeter Jr. The question is will Tesla, he has the opportunity to grant this versus deny it, and it's going to be like, okay, did you learn your lesson in 2016? Or are you going to make the same mistake again in 2021 just to be overturned again? So how many times does Judge Tesla want to get overturned is my question. So, hey, champ.
Let's go now.
Okay, we are. You want to say hi?
No.
He doesn't want to say hi to nobody. But that is fantastic news. And hey, when little man says we gotta go, we gotta go. So, but let me think. I just want to do 2 last things. Can you please put your shoes on so you can go? You're looking good. You're looking tan, boy.
Mommy.
Yeah, baby.
Can you please do the path?
Yes,
Lord
of course. For the Word of God?
Yep.
For the Bible?
I said Lord of God.
Lord of God. What's that mean for you? So here. It'll be secretive with it so nobody knows what it is. Okay.
I love you.
I love you so much, baby. Here you
Thank you.
go. And you're welcome. Yeah. Oh. Let's see though. I'm gonna pull it up for you guys, for you to see it in the flesh. think Mod Squad knows it. If Mod Squad wants to drop the, I think she has the, can you put that link in here? Maybe that would be like the easiest way for people to, Let's see. Oh, I think he meant for the love of God. Oh no, he means what he says. Trust me. Which the 2016 overturn. Again, thanks, Mod Bods. I know you guys are so doing your thing, so I appreciate any time that you guys can come here and yes, ma'am. The news article would be great. That way people can just click on that link themselves. If you're able to do it. If not, I'll post it in a actually, I thought I posted it. You know what? I think it's on my community page, so you don't even have to do that. If they want to go check it out, they can. So beautiful people. There it is. Oh my God, I was so ready and now I'm flipping late. You're not that late. I mean, we're only gonna end. So the newsworthy that JP finally broke his silence over was the fact that 48 Hours won a legal battle. Again, I don't know why this is like end all be all and why it's making ridiculous news versus just other stuff that's just, but hey, let's talk about it. 48 Hours, they use their big shot lawyers to make sure they would have access to anything that was presented at trial with evidence. They wanted the video recordings. They wanted, what else do they want? Like the exhibits and all that stuff. And it's nothing that I've not seen. If you were there at court, you saw it. But so now a simple right to know will get you that. The transcripts, however, the trial transcripts are still sealed. That I don't think it's talked about until August 23rd. But again, his way back to being able to talk about things was to bring up the fact that they all waited 47 days to get this. What's funny about it is it's like, well, if any of you reporters would have taken your happy asses down to the courthouse and sat in the trial and took notes and wrote on things, then you could report on it. But they didn't want to take the time to go down there and take notes. And that's why they were all flipping out. They didn't take notes, and that's why none of them could report on anything because they didn't take notes. I sat there and I watched it. And the notes that they did take clearly wasn't good enough for them. So that's what the big tiz whiz was, is that now they have, like I'm talking about the 2 hours of him being interviewed in a cop car, like just everything that was presented at trial, basically, and not in a transcript way. So, but yeah, that's what's breaking news over there in Beaver. Well, what's breaking news over here is that Sunset Secrets is doing a big Sunset barbecue up in Linmar for all are welcome. Bring your family, bring your kids, whatever. We'll be having a tent. We'll be doing burgers, brats, chicken, sides, and all that. And anybody that wants to come forward and that was around back then and, wants to be interviewed, you have that opportunity, as well as we'll be doing some live video recording of reenactments of basically, I'm going to pull out of a hat 2 gentlemen that want to compete for $100 cash. And we're going to time them to see how long it would take them to run from a certain spot through these woods to a car that would be at the end of the woods, get in, there's going to be 2 vehicles there, get in and drive then to said location. And we're going to time this process. And whoever wins gets $100 cash. But it's part of a reenactment that I'm doing for the Jamie Brown case. But I thought it'd be a nice way to maybe get the community involved, for people to see just how ridiculous some of this stuff is that the police and law enforcement agencies want you to believe. So it's like, you know what? Don't take my word for it. Let's go ahead and reenact this. So but yeah, I'll be posting and passing out those flyers and welcoming all media that wants to come. The only thing you won't have access to is any of the family. But I will actually make myself available as well. And if you actually want to start covering some of the corruption in Aliquippa, I encourage it. So, but yeah, any questions in chat, love? And then I'm going to wrap this up. Call it a Tuesday. To the moon and back in. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm usually full of them over here. I'm a brainstormer. Again, I'm going to give a shout out to, I was at the Swingers Lounge in Aliquippa. Very nice owner there. Thank you for your hospitality. I can't say enough of the community. I'm telling you, a lot of great people in that town. I'm there frequently, and I think there's a lot of good there. I do. When is the second phase of game night? I got asked that earlier too. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe later. Maybe I'll do a pop-up. Let me think about that one. I don't know. Good question, Crystal. It's a great question. You stumped me. Oh God, it was great. I know. Aunt Lala took the cake with that one. Back at you. Carrie, you're my, I'm your favorite American bird, right? Get that membership, girl. Thank you for the support. Yes, pop-ups are amazing. Yeah, I love the pop-up videos. I got that idea from VH1. So pop-up video. Rena in the house. How are you? Breathman. I know. That's my favorite. Mama 3. Love your face. Love it. We need to do a second before she leaves. Who leaves? Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm your only one American bird. Damn straight right there. I'm late for a very important date. Oh, I want to also give a shout out to Mama 3. It was her birthday yesterday. Happy birthday. And love you like a sis girl, ride or die. I got the best people in my corner. So when people ask me all the time, like, how am I doing and stuff like that, I'm fabulous, guys. I'm more than fabulous. And I mean that. I also want to give a shout out to, I'm going to say it right, TBJ's. Give a shout out to my girl Joy out there. I'll be popping in when you're working to get some of that chicken. So it better be crispy, girl. Kingdom Kids, shout out, and Alec over there. And obviously Uncommon Ground. Can't go wrong with stopping there for a meal. So, you know, in October of 2017, which would have been 1 year after that overturn, John Paul does do an editorial letting everybody know that Judge Kim Tesla has earned another term on the bench. So a year after he was overturned, less than a year actually, John Paul wanted us to know that October 23rd, 2017, when he did a editorial, he wanted us to know that Judge Kim Tesla has earned another term on the bench. I wonder if he wrote about that overturn. Oh, and last but not least, I got a question for John Paul here. Last but not least, is it true that Lee Rothman was retained by Frank Katropa on the day of Sheldon's sentencing? Well, you told that's one of my sources, so I was just curious if that's true. You can just send me an email. I don't blame you, JP, for trying to start and to schmooze up my my sources, because for the past 6 years or so, I think your sources have been I've been failing you, but that's just me. Again, this is just source talk. So there it is. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. As always, be kind in chat, love. And be better than the rest. Just because they do it, we don't got to do it. And see, guys, we only got shiz. We got season 2. There'll be 2 episodes a week. Sunday nights at 9. And we haven't decided on that second date, like the second day of the week. But Sundays always, I'll always keep that as my big regular night for shiz. But I'm getting talks into doing like a Sunday, Monday night thing. So possibly. But we only got like, I think less than 30 days until season 2 premieres. So saddle up. Gonna be interesting. Very interesting. Season 2 blows season 1 out of the water with when you talk about evidence and following an investigation. And I think you guys are going to be very interesting to hear who you guys actually hear from during episodes of season 2. So I think it'll be pretty priceless. Which team won today? I was late. Oh, Broadview Heights won. Big blowout. 30 points. Thank you for asking. Yay for season 2. Yep. All right, you guys, again, Saddle up. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Lana, please know that you do have a very loyal subs because they care, and we will always be by your side. Thank you, Crystal. Very kind. I do, and I'm proud of the people that I have as subs. So, love you all. Chat soon.